this is what the report says. It says that, one, even though it is noted that there was a witness tampering, the case that was before that particular court, they had enough evidence to have actually ensured,
carried through prosecution.
Yes, that the deputy president was culpable. They said there was evidence. Against the other six, they say it was weak. The cases against them was weak. And what they say is this, that Ocampo, first of all, ensured that the people whom he had leading that particular team were inexperienced. He didn't take his experienced staff, and yet this was against a backdrop of those who were in the dock being accused. They had not only well-financed, they say, but they had experienced lawyers and they were well-prepared. Ocampo's team was a complete opposite. Then they go further to say that even though they say that indeed the government was not willing to support the case, they actually said the government stood in its path. Again, they reiterate that the case against William Ruto was ironclad, that had it been prosecuted properly. Now, the other thing they say about Ocampo is that anybody who disagreed with him was somebody who was shunned, treated badly, shouted at. He seemed to be known for throwing a tantrum. Now, he has, of course, retorted and said that this, of course, as usual, is a witch hunt.
Of course, it is a witch hunt.
In a summary, the former AG, Professor Githu seems to agree with that report, and he says that it confirms what they've always said, that the case was incompetently handled by a team animated by external pressures.
Yeah, completely.
That is what he said. Now, if I were a Kenyan, which
you are,
I would argue that everything points to Ocampo having been spoken to.
Yes, absolutely. He's been seen.
So from the very beginning, Ocampo was actually just taking us for a ride.
Ocampo was taking us through the drama of court proceedings. But
we should have another Waki investigate.
No, I don't think so. It's you need to remember, where did Ocampo come from?
Argentina.
Precisely.
And he was famed for doing things in Argentina.
And he was famed for doing things his own way and the way he liked. So, but I would now not blame Ocampo. I would ask, knowing his background, who gave him that mandate? Are you telling me that this is the only prosecutor that the ICC could have had? The answer is no. Yes. So, some of these things actually never really die away. And remember, those cases did not end. They were put in abeyance.
Yes. Some are in abeyance. I think the case against Mr. Ruto and Mr. Sang actually ended.
No.
The court is the one that made a decision on the Ruto and the prosecutor is the one who made a call on the Uhuru case. Is that not so?
It is so, but if you go back and read again,
they can revisit.
Yes. Yes. They felt at that particular time they couldn't proceed because they didn't have enough wherewithal to proceed. Yes. So that's why they terminated it. But they didn't end. No conclusion as guilty or not guilty. That was not preferred, if you remember. They just said, no, given the circumstances, what we have now, we cannot proceed.
We cannot proceed with this case.
We cannot proceed.
Hey. All right. Ocampo, pole kwako.